What's up guys, Doug Polk here, and I wanted to make one last video for this channel to conclude things and talk about my thoughts on a few different subjects, as well as let you know what I'm going to be up to next. And I want to start off with talking about just my thoughts on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. So I've always been a big believer in Bitcoin, and I can't see that ever changing. I used Bitcoin well before this channel started, and I will continue to use Bitcoin for as long as I live, unless things change substantially. That's my plan. And so I believe in Bitcoin. I believe in cryptocurrency as a topic. I'm actually a little more pro altcoins than a lot of people are these days. I do think that there's a chance that things can have value other than Bitcoin. I know that's not cool to say, but I do think that's true. Regardless of who ends up winning in the long run, those are my thoughts and that's my stance. But there's a big difference between that and actually being a cryptocurrency YouTuber. And this is something that I think caused a fairly large divide within the community, or maybe even not a divide. Maybe the majority felt a certain way, which was when shit hit the fan and the value started to plummet. There were a lot of people that got very upset about the fact that YouTubers stopped making content. But realistically, and I'm obviously in that group, and so realistically, I look back at that, and at the end of the day, this is a business, right? Making YouTube videos is a business. I have an editor, I have writers, I have people I have to pay to help me make this content. It's not free for me to make. I have people that help me. That's why I think we've always managed to do a good job. And then on top of it, I'm spending my own personal time. So I have all these expenses in different ways, which is fine. That's part of the business of YouTube. But if I can't find a way to make that profitable, I can't find a way to really have an audience be growing over time consistently, then it is not a profitable business opportunity. I think a lot of YouTubers here, they're a little bit more just themselves making the content, or maybe they're not really like working on things in such a professional way. And for those guys, I think maybe there's a bit more opportunity to continue making content. I'm sure some guys have. I haven't really followed in specifically, but for me, it ended up not being worth it. That's why every now and then I try and jump back in with a video, and I could see in the comments that people were unhappy, like, oh, this guy thinks he can just jump in whenever things are happening. And so because of that, when it was a good time to make a video, I didn't really want to make a video because I didn't want people to feel upset at me. And then when it was a bad time to make a video, it wasn't time to make a video. And basically it just got to this point where I wasn't really going to make videos at all. Now, when I think back on the channel, I look back on it very fondly. I think some of those videos in like late 2017, early 2018, especially the BitConnect ones, Tai Lopez one, the JR Garage one, those are some of my absolute favorite videos that I ever made. I had a ton of fun making them. And also, I really hope that I managed to help people avoid some bad spots, like the BitConnect scam, for example. I'm sure some of my advice also lost people money. I was just doing everything with the best intent, and I can also tell you that anything that you lost money on, I personally lost from that point as well. But the main point for me was never to be a real financial advisor. It was always to try and bring things to you in a funny way and let you know about my thoughts on the world. And I think we managed to do that. I also want to just say thank you, because I feel like the community, from my perspective, coming over for poker, where I think a lot of people are maybe a little more jaded, at least compared to this channel originally, but there's more of a sentiment of people not being happy that like I either make fun of a player they like, or that I'm talking while a hand is going on, or whatever's happening. I really got like such an unbelievably overwhelming support from this community that I want to say thanks for that. It was a bit eye-opening, and just to have that many people happy that I was making videos. I've never seen the amount of people that liked what we were doing on this channel during the peak of the craze. I've never seen anything like that. I hope one day I get to experience that again, because it's one of my favorite times making YouTube videos. So I want to say thanks for that. And I also want to say thank you for the people that even when we started to like make this content, they just appreciated what I had to do, or when I did make something. I want to say thank you for that too. From here, I'm going to continue to make videos. I've taken a little bit of time off, and I'm coming back, and I'm going with a strategy where I want to make topics, or I want to make videos on topics that can expand to a much larger audience. I want to include cryptocurrency and Bitcoin when I can, when it does make sense to do that, because I do find those topics interesting. But I think that I'm going to have a lot more success by having a channel that allows me to do whatever I would like in lots of different areas, rather than have it so honed in specifically on this one. I'm not going to make videos that are outside of crypto and put it on this channel. I don't think that's fair to people. People subscribe to this channel for cryptocurrency, and even though it has a couple 100,000 subscribers or whatever it is, I don't want people to have to watch things they didn't sign up for. I think people should get a chance to say that, you know, this is essentially what they're signing up to watch in the future, and that's what you did when you subscribed to this channel. So if you want to check out that new channel, I've made a few videos. I'm going to be posting 5 times a week. The link's in the description below. If you don't, if like you're done with it, you just like the crypto stuff and that's what you're sticking to, totally get that. And I want to say that I appreciate the time that you guys spent watching my videos and enjoying my videos, as well as that support that I did get. And at this point, I don't know if this has ever been said in the history of YouTube videos, but you can go ahead and unclick that subscribe button. That's right, you can unsubscribe to this channel because I'm not going to be making videos anymore. So, yeah, I don't see a reason to stay subscribed. Yeah, I don't think they teach that one in YouTube school. Anyway, that's it, guys. Wanted to keep it short and sweet. I wanted to say thanks for all the good times. I am working on some new stuff. You can check it out. And otherwise, it's been a hell of a ride. I'll never forget some of the crypto Nick moments and all of that great stuff. Thank you. I'll see you guys again soon. Or not. I guess it depends.